They dragged him to the center of the crowd in rage. Lies loaded in their mouths like a cord on stage. I was standing on the sideline, holding coats like chains. Hardcore, thinking get him while he called our names. He said, you stiff-necked, hard-hearted, resist his breath. Every word like a hammer, every line like death. Then he lifted up his eyes, said he saw that throne. Son of man standing up and it cut my bones. But I buried that sting, let the hatred win. Picked up stones with the rest just to quiet him. Every rock that we threw, every shot we raised was a blow to the truth that it brushed my face. And when he dropped to his knees with his body bruised, blood running through the dust where our pride got used, he said, Lord, don't charge it to the ones that strike. And that prayer hit deep like a flash of light. But I turned my head, let the silence fall. Thought killing off Stephen, man, I killed that call. Didn't know in that moment what I really done. I was stoned in the voice that would chase me on. Every time I shut you out, I'm back there again, standing in the crowd, throwing rocks at a friend. Stone after stone at the ones you sin, at the part of my heart that refuses to bend. Stephen in the dirt, but his prayer still speaks. Lord, don't lose him when his faith feel weak. Yeah, the blood on the ground kept calling me in. I was all in the crowd and you love me still. Fast forward to my life with the pews lined tight. Church clothes on, but my soul mid-fight. Standing in the back while another man preached, feeling arrows in my chest where his words would reach. Talking compromise, idle secrecy, and talking lukewarm saints who just blend right in. And instead of repenting, I got hard inside. Smirked in my seat, let my pride decide. Called him too intense, said he pushed too far, but it wasn't his tone, it was all my scars. Every line he spoke in my double life, like a stone to the Stephen I left alive. Cause I let my prayer life die to a quiet fade. Let the old sins play that I should've left graves. Let the tabernacle let me fill back with smoke of the music and the habits that I once broke. I was drifting from the body, almost cut that cord. Talking trash in my head about the bride of the Lord, saying I don't need church, I'm done with these folk. While the giant in my chest swung pride like a cloak. And every time conviction tried to stand and plead, I reached for a stone made of rage and fatigue. Threw it at the Stephen in my inner room, at the boy on his knees that I forced to move. Every time I shut you out, I'm back there again, standing in the crowd, throwing rocks at a friend. Stone at the ones you sent, at the part of my heart that refuses to bend. Stephen in the dirt, but his prayer still speaks. Lord, don't lose him when his faith feels weak. Yeah, the blood on the ground kept calling me in. I was all in the crowd and you love me still. Then you flashed through my darkness like a streetlight blaze. Route to Damascus, running through my own days. And the drift and the drugs and the nights half dead, I could hear that martyr's echo in the back of my head. When I'd sleep on buses, benches, stone. When I felt like a burden in every home. When Harry died and the grief turned mean. When I swore I was cursed by the things I'd seen. When I almost walked out on the church you gave, calling it dead while I dug my grave. When I feel visible in a shouting room, wondering if my life ever pierced the gloom. That's when your light hit my blindness hard, not just once but in wave after wave of God. Why you kick against the truth I show? Why you stoning every seed that I make grow? And I saw it clear all the years gone by, how I threw my stones at the ones who try, at the prophets, at the pastors, at the God sent pleas, at the Stephen in my spirit dropping to his knees. But his prayer never died in the dirt that day. It was waiting in my ruins like a hidden away. Father, don't lose him when he runs this far. Turn his stones into sermons, turn his wounds to scars. These were stones in the fist, they were stones in mine. Every sin I kept swinging was a strike each time. I was throwing what crushed him while I walked blind. And the blood on his face traced the guilt in my mind. Yeah, the rocks that they hurled came straight from my shame. Every lie, every fall, every pride fueled flame. I was standing in the crowd acting just the same, cause my sin swung stones with his holy name. He took hits meant for me when my heart ran cold, took the weight of my rage and the pride I hold. Yeah, the death that he faced was the debt I owed, and the body they broke was my sins in throw. Every time I shut you out, I'm back there again, standing in the crowd,